We all have that creeping suspicion. You mention a random brand of coffee aloud to a friend, and an hour later, an advertisement for that exact roast pops up on your feed. It feels like your phone is listening to you. However, tech companies don't actually need to record your conversations. Relying on an open microphone is an inefficient way to gather data, and focusing on audio surveillance often distracts from how your behavior is actually being tracked. Your device operates on a logic of anticipation. It monitors physical cues to predict your next action, often before you have consciously committed to the thought yourself. This occurs through a process called algorithmic deconstruction. Every microscopic physical interaction you have with your screen is translated into a map of your human psyche. This is a silent, mathematical mapping of our subconscious minds. To see how this map is built, we have to look at the microscopic scale of digital tracking. Every physical gesture you make on a glass screen is logged as a specific data point. This wireframe shows how a thumb resting on a screen generates a heat map. Pausing mid-scroll for even a millisecond gauges your interest. The algorithm translates scroll speeds into emotional states. A sudden deceleration suggests hesitation. A rapid flick indicates moving past the content. Typing rhythm is a secondary input. The exact milliseconds between your keystrokes are used to measure baseline impulsivity and current stress levels. Contextual data, like your GPS location and current battery level, are added to the mix. These help determine your immediate vulnerability to influence at any given moment. During a standard 5-minute browsing session, your phone logs thousands of these distinct behavioral micro-inputs. While you might perceive a quick scroll as a passive way to kill time, you are continuously volunteering a stream of behavioral evidence. Every physical interaction with a screen is an involuntary psychological confession to the algorithm. Machine learning models synthesize these billions of scattered inputs into a cohesive profile. This three-dimensional web visualizes the creation of a subconscious psychological profile. Isolated habits cluster to form a digital shadow, constructed from hidden micro-behaviors. The algorithm cross-references your shadow against billions of users, scanning for overlaps to identify who shares your specific habits. This moves the process into predictive modeling. By looking at what demographically similar people did next in the past, the AI maps out your most likely future decisions. This matrix shows how your potential choices collapse into predictive certainty. These models can anticipate your next choice with up to 95% accuracy. This accuracy identifies potential shifts in political leanings, life choices, and emotional breakdowns. Faster energetically, this entire psychological calculation, compiling your habits and generating a prediction, occurs in the milliseconds before a web page even finishes loading. Predictive AI doesn't just know what you want, it mathematically calculates what you are about to want before you feel the desire. This raises a question about human agency. What happens when an algorithm understands your impulses better than you do? Users often experience the illusion of choice, feeling like they are making independent decisions while actually following a curated digital pathway. This is the free will paradox. If a machine predicted your choice hours or days in advance, can that decision truly be considered an act of free will? Consider your current engagement. The fact that you clicked on this video and are still listening right now is a direct result of a predictive model working as intended. The system calculated your likely interest and served this content accordingly. Is actively managing your attention at this very second. Humanity has shifted from being consumers of the algorithm to actors, unknowingly following a pre-written digital script.